Welcome to Angel Monday. I'm Rachel Skoltok with your messages for the week ahead. I'm pulling you some cards today from the Angel Wisdom Tarot and a special deck. I've just got a brand new deck that I want to share with you. So I am so excited to connect with you today. I'm just seeing a message pop up from Facebook, so I'm just checking that my internet is strong enough. Sorry. When it gives you that message to say it's going to close down. Right, okay, all is good. All is good. Sorry about that. So, how are you? How are you feeling on this Monday? These are your messages for the 19th of September, all the way through till next Monday, the 26th of September. And there's really strong angel energy with us at this moment. I don't know if you've been feeling that. They're definitely, the angels are helping us to lift up above the vibration of grief and sadness and frustration that there is in the collective at the moment, and really helping you to boost your vibe. So I've got some tips for you today to help you to stay high vibrational if you feel like you have a tendency to drop a little bit at the moment. It might also be that you're ready for a rest, that you need to slow down a little bit. And also, the angels are talking a lot about getting grounded. You know, when with all of this technology, and especially if you're spiritually minded and you're sensitive, you can have a tendency to spin out of your body a little bit, and that can make you feel unable to focus, anxious, stressed, make your thoughts go a bit wild and a little bit in the negative, and just feel like uncomfortable in your own body. And that's a sign that you need to get grounded, that you need to ground. And grounding just means that your spirit and your physical body and all of your attention is all in the one place. So we have a spiritual body, our chakras, our aura, our soul, and then we have the physical body, which is obviously our material body, what we know about, and then we have the emotional and the mental and the psychic. And what can happen sometimes is that we can separate from our physical body, and you can be out of your own body. So it's just like your spirit lifts out of your body a little bit. It can leave you feeling really strange and very susceptible to outside energies. So it means that you're much more likely to be impacted by the negative energy of others. It's very easy for you to feel like you can't focus or to have negative thoughts because you're not grounded as you need to be, all in the same place. So it can actually be quite harmful to be out of your body too much. You know, those times when you've driven somewhere, you're driving and then you think, I don't even know which way I came. Did I stop at those lights? You literally are out of your body. Your attention is elsewhere. And that isn't just about what your mind is doing, because energy goes where your mind goes. So pay attention to grounding this week and really making sure that you're looking after your energies in that way. Don't forget to say hi in the comments. Hi, Cheryl. Lovely to see you here. And grounding can be very simple. It can be as simple. Someone reminded me at the weekend, sometimes you just have to go outside into nature and take your shoes and socks off and put your feet on the grass or on the sand or anything that isn't man-made, on the soil, on the sand, on the rocks, just to connect. And that what that does is it doesn't only just ground and center you, bring you back into your body with deep breaths, but it can also dissipate a lot of the energies that you've picked up from other people. That it's part of your natural cleansing and protecting is to ground yourself. And I've found that over the years when people have come to me for healing and readings and guidance from the angels, that many people who've had very heightened anxiety, even conditions related to anxiety, even illnesses and other problems, problems with connecting spiritually as well, is that they aren't grounded and no one's taught them how to ground themselves. And so the energy keeps building and building around them and in their aura and the debris and the clutter and in their mind. And there's nowhere for it to go. And so when you go outside and you put your feet and you maybe go for a walk, take some deep breaths, you absorb your surroundings, all of that can dissipate, and your personal energy levels, your voltage can top back up. It's like you're a renewable battery, but you do have to go and be recharged every now and then, regularly, in fact, and it will make you feel much, much better. Hi, Rebecca. Good morning to you. Hi, Kelly. I'm sorry to hear you've had a bad day. Maybe grounding will really help you and get the stress to dissipate out of your energy, and ask, call on your angels. But also make sure that your thoughts, you grab control of your thoughts, because sometimes I found myself, when I'm saying I'm having a bad day, I keep saying I'm having a bad day, I start creating having more of a bad day. So you change your thoughts to something that you're grateful for, and that can really shift things for you. I hope it does get better, and that whatever circumstances were there are healed for you. So today I'm going to do a quick grounding with you in a second, but I'm working with the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Is my camera a bit foggy? Does it look a bit misty? I don't know. And I'm also working with some new cards that a beautiful friend gave me as a housewarming present. And these are the saltwater reading cards with beautiful Aboriginal artwork on them by Laura Bowen, who's from mid-north coast of New South Wales, over where I used to live until about a month ago. And these beautiful cards have got gorgeous designs on them. So I'm going to pull a card for you. And I was actually saving them to take to Uluru with me for my retreat in a couple of weeks. Well, about a month we're going. But I just couldn't resist it. I thought today is a good day for us to use the saltwater, the dreaming reading cards. So I'm excited to do that with you. So let's do a quick grounding and call in the angels. And then we'll do a grounding right now as a way to call in the angels and get your energy centered. And we'll do it as an energy grounding instead of a, going outside grounding right now, because it is useful to do an energy grounding as well, because that calls your body back in, your spirit back into your body, which is very important. So wherever you are, you can do this. So we will start by just calling in the angels. And today we're calling in Archangel Michael, as always, to protect us. Archangel Metatron, who's the angel of the month that's coming in October. So Archangel Metatron, who's the angel who raises our vibration, because that's part of what we're doing today. We're raising our vibration. There's a lot of heaviness in the collective atmosphere at the moment. So uplifting our own personal vibration is very helpful. And we'll ask our guardian angels to help us too. So thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and guardian angels for being with us today to bring through the highest, most positive healing energy, and also messages for the week ahead about how we can overcome our challenges and how we can best manifest the outcomes that we really, really want in our lives. Thank you, angels, for guiding this reading, for protecting it with a dome of protective light, and helping everybody who watches this to be grounded so that they can feel peaceful in their body. So just take a long deep breath and imagine this beautiful beam of white light coming down and enveloping your body. And imagine yourself inside this gorgeous beam of white light. And what the white light is doing is it's cleansing and it's protecting and it's dissolving any stress that's in your energy field. But it's also attuning you to the level of the angels so that you can receive the messages that the angels are bringing through today. So as you feel that white light all around you, say thank you for it and allow it to relax you. Perhaps drop your shoulders and relax your jaw and let your brow soften. And then just imagine that light can sort of enter through the top of your head. You have this energy center in the top of your head, a very special energy center that allows you to open to communication to the angels and spirit guides. So imagine that white light starts to pour into your body and it floods your body with healing light, peace. And you can even imagine it coming into the muscles of your arms and your fingers and your hands and relaxing and going down into your body and into your legs and into your feet. And you don't have to do anything, you just allow it. Allow the divine light of the source to flow into your body. And then with your feet flat on the ground, wherever you're sitting or standing, just imagine that the soles of your feet can send a beam of that white light into the earth, into the floor where you are right now. And because it's energy, it can cut through all materiality. So it will go through the floor, it will go into the earth, and it travels down deep into the center of the earth. And as it travels down like a big tree root, this white light, it goes through the layers of the earth. You might see crystal and soil and all different minerals and rocks and water. And in the center of the earth, there's a big red crystal, and it's got your full name written on it. And that's yours and yours alone. And I want you to imagine that white light wrapping around the crystal. And as you take a deep breath, I just want you to make the intention, I'm grounded in my body. I'm fully present for all that life has to offer right now. And I pull myself back from any places I've left myself out of stress, trauma, anxiety. You should feel better already. As you feel, then you could even tap your feet on the ground and just feel that connection with the floor, with the earth. And take a deep breath and just see Archangel Michael put a beautiful purple bubble around your energy field to protect you and to keep you secure. So isn't that beautiful? That feels so much more peaceful. I feel better. I hope you do too. And this is something that we need to do. We need to do it a lot, especially if we have a tendency. Like I'm very empathic, I'm highly sensitive, I'm also psychic because I've learned to develop my psychic abilities. That now I make sure that I'm grounded as often as I can. And doing that grounding as well as going and walking outside with bare feet or just standing, out in your yard is really powerful and will really keep you healthy. Yes, Cheryl, I've experienced helping a lot of people come back after trauma, distress, and not being in the body, and it is an awful experience being out of your body fully. And I fully empathize with you, and I'm glad that you hopefully you're now grounding yourself regularly. And if you're not, I've got meditations that you can listen to for free on my website, the Angel Library. There's a grounding to Mother Earth meditation, which you'll find very, very helpful. All right, let's get on with the reading. I love how the angels give us messages that are useful for us. And remember that grounding will keep your vibration high. So, if you feel yourself dipping, do a grounding again. Do it as many times as you want. It won't hurt. All right, so Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael, thank you for being with us to bring through this message. And I'm looking at the comments, so I'm not looking at me. Is the camera a bit blurry? Perhaps it's the light today. So we had a beautiful event on Friday, and the replay is still available for another couple of days, the Lightworker activation. It was so healing, and that's still up on my website. So if you want to grab the replay, you can. That's why my camera's still set up in front of my wings. Okie dokie. Oh, big week. All right. We knew this was going to be a big week though, didn't we? We really did. Okay, so the first card out, this is lovely. This is opportunity, new beginnings. I've got a feeling this card came up last week, but it came up in a different position. So the angels are bringing us back to it. Now, guess who the angel of this card is? Metatron, Archangel Metatron. So this is about raising a vibration shine your light this week. Stay in your own little, it doesn't mean don't go out, but stay in your little bubble of protection and grounding to keep you focused. It's a beautiful look. It's a little boy. He's almost levitating there. He's planting new seeds and they're starting to sprout. He's got his little dragon next to him, his salamander with wings, and he's holding up a beautiful wand. He's sitting there up on a high hill above the town. So it really, what does that mean for you? This is giving me a breath of fresh air. It's about cleansing your energy and, do that little meditation I did with you a moment ago. And a couple of doves have just turned up in front of my window. And make a focus on keeping your energy nice and clear this week, and you'll have a really beautiful experience. Stay away from judgment, whether it's coming at you or whether it's judgment that you feel about how other people are acting, thinking, behaving. Stay away from it. It's darkening the energy around you and it's not serving you in any way. Stay away from judgment. That's what Archangel Metatron is suggesting this week. Okay. This is the card in the block position. Block isn't a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing that there is something happening that we need to pay attention to. So when this card comes up, and it's Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel is the angel of helping us find what is lost or missing. So what the angels are saying is that we're going through a significant shift right now. Now, we do know that as we go through a significant shift collectively, the energy can be quite hard going sometimes out there in the world. And that's why I believe we're getting all of this guidance about grounding, raising our vibration, staying focused, staying away from being sucked into ego, psychodramas with people. So the tower shows us that after a long time of something being, maybe it's not a bad thing, but sometimes it's time for a change. And we can ignore the signs for a really long time. We can ignore them until it hurts so much or it's so in your face that you have to act on it. And this is when this card comes up. Now, it is in the block position, so it's not come around to that full guidance yet. So what that means is, if you are getting, example, you're getting a little toothache and you've been ignoring it and taking Panadol and pushing it away, going, I'll go to the dentist. Oh, I don't want to go to the dentist. Go to the dentist. Don't ignore that niggle. Now, that can apply to a lot of things in your life. It could be anything, right? Get the car checked. Get the tires checked. What's been niggling at you that you know needs to change, but you haven't been listening? Because when the transformation card comes up, it means you might be about to get a cosmic kick in the butt, which means you can't ignore it any longer. The universe kind of goes, right, you're going to have to act on this now. So an example of that would be someone's in a horrible job. They've disliked it for a really long time, but they're too scared to leave because they're afraid they won't get anything better. And so they just keep going and going and going and hoping that it will work out. But the guidance keeps coming, leave. And then they turn up to work one day and they're fired. Or they turn up, they have to take time off for stress. That's the cosmic kick in the butt where it's like you cannot ignore it any longer. You have to take action, or action's going to be taken for you. So what's going on significantly in your life right now that you need to actually put in front and center and pay attention? You can't ignore it any longer. Now, we do know with what is going on in the world that these big shifts that are happening that we're in the middle of, they are like towers, things that are happening. The transformation that's happening, that's the tower card. The transformation that's happening is bringing about a big change, right? So sometimes we see this, don't we? We've been ignoring things for a long time. So I think maybe old structures are toppling, old things that we no longer need, that no longer fit at the vibration that we're trying to raise to, like corruption and cruelty and pollution, are all being moved away. Old ways are making way for new. And that can be hard. Now, another major arcana card here is Archangel Sandalphon, who is Archangel Metatron's sort of twin mate, if you like, in the angel realm. And Sandalphon, funnily enough, is the one that sits beneath us and helps us to ground. He's the angel of the Earth Star chakra, our grounding chakra. Isn't that interesting? Now here, this is again about judgment. It's like, don't judge the way other people do life, because everyone's coming at things from a different place. And we don't know what people's soul contracts are. We don't know why certain things happen. We haven't always got that bigger picture. The angels do, but we don't. So being told not to judge, but also seek comfort and guidance from your spiritual beliefs, from your spiritual practice. So making sure that you're doing spiritual practice, maybe getting together with like minds, people that match for you, and make sure that you're grounding. So this is Archangel Sandalphon. Isn't that a gorgeous card? And the outcome is wonderful. This is so good. There's celebration. This is the Three of Water, or the Three of Cups. We've got the angels dancing with you. It's like a lightness of spirit. Things are moving forward. Things worth celebrating. Happy things coming to fruition. So it might be success that you've been working on. It might be a birth in the family. Something that the angels will be celebrating with you. They're letting you know that ahead of time there's something beautiful and great coming your way. How is that? You've got to pay attention to the signs, right? All right, let's do a quick card pull from this one. If you've got any questions about all of that, it's a very detailed reading. Let's quickly get one from these gorgeous cards. And okay. How is this? This is the Octopus card. So this one is a message about looking for the signs. Now this really matches the card that we got with the transformation. It's like you've got to pay attention to the signs. So in Australia we have an octopus called a blue ring octopus that is very, very poisonous. They're little bright blue octopuses that live in rock pools. And so they're bright blue because that's nature's way of warning, right? When we see something red or blue, we know it's something that maybe we don't want to bite us or sting us. So this is reminding us that there are signs and we have to act on them. So I think this is a big part of the message, is that the angels have been giving you signs and you need to act on them. Now, it doesn't mean that something nasty is about to happen. It could be just that they don't want you to miss the boat on something. So what have you been getting repetitive guidance about? And I think as well, this could be about changing your thoughts, about making sure that your thoughts are aligned with what you want rather than what you don't want. It's very easy for us to think negatively and to, you know, not be in gratitude. So, but if we want to manifest something better, we have to start to think about what we want to create and give thanks for what we already have. And then we'll attract more of that instead of less of it. All right, my beautiful friends, thank you so much for being here. Now, I wanted to mention, as I did before, the Lightworker activation with Archangel Michael and Gabrielle was on Friday, and that is still available for purchase, and it will go away in a couple of days. And we've also got the early bird on Raise Your Vibration for Abundance, which is the next attunement in October 14th. And the early bird is on just for this week. So if you wanted to go over for that, the link is in the comments and on the description of this video. And this is really the final chance for the Angels at Uluru Retreat and Spiritual Workshop. So we have a 2-day spiritual workshop out at Uluru, and then we spend a day at Uluru. We do a special ceremony of letting go. We go on a guided tour with traditional owners. And we are also taking part in a painting workshop. And in the evening, we're going to go and have a beautiful 3-course dinner under the stars in full view of Uluru. It's going to be magical. And I have got a place left on that. So if you want to be a part of that, you can contact me and you can book that now. There are certain things that you need to do in order to be part of that but you can go and check it out over on my website as well. So that's 20th of October till the 24th. It's a small group retreat. We're going to do opening up to the angels, angel communication, seeing the angels, asking for guidance, and then you'll have plenty of free time to explore the local area and the national park and Karachuda and Uluru. So, as I said, if you want to be a part of it, just let me know. I can't actually believe that we're a month out and I still have a place available. So, you know, it filled up pretty quickly, but then we just had one place left. So if you want to come, you are welcome. All right. I'm going on Instagram shortly to do this again, live in about 20 minutes, half an hour. And if you'd like to join that, you're most welcome. It is usually a little bit different, and we have a bit of a question time on there. Hi, Rally. Hi, Mish. I'm so glad that was healing. Yeah, the camera does seem a bit out of focus. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what that is. It might be internet strength, but we'll check in on it. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad I was able to connect with you. See you soon.